Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday, the day after CPI data. Yesterday the inflation United States came out. We anticipated, or the general consensus was 3.6. It came in slightly higher, 3.7. Core inflation consensus was 4.3 and also came in 4.3. In other words, the inflation rise in the regular quote-unquote inflation was completely due to food and energy, because the core inflation is the same but then without food and energy. So we know now for sure that that was the reason why we saw a higher inflation rate for the month of August. We're going straight over to the setup, so we're keeping it short today, but not before I've asked you to like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links you will find in the description. Without further ado, let's start diving in. Okay, cool. So this is BTC on the 1 hour, and I have to say I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing. We're really building up momentum for a short, because all of these areas that I'm highlighting right now, these are all moments where people are getting into the market, putting in longs, putting the stop losses underneath all of these levels. That's why I marked them. So usually it is then very tempting for price to reverse, to go to the downside, to liquidate all of these longs, and then eventually to choose direction. I was already hunting for a while for a short, so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. Would I short here? No, because this is a little bit in the middle of nowhere. You are right here at the value area high, but we made a high here, but that was slightly lower than this one. So actually what you would like to see is to take out both of these highs and then to go lower. We could play this in different ways. First of all, we can have a short to take the liquidity, and as a SFP, really take a liquidity from these highs, then just go lower, put your stop loss above the wick. So therefore the trade that we put in yesterday, this trade right here, is still very much valid from approximately the golden pocket. The one that I actually like a little bit more is the one above this whole box right here, 78.6, just above the golden pocket. The thick yellow line there was the significant high, as you might remember, to this entire trading range or area cluster of candles. But the nice thing would be, if that occurs, that we are finally seeing a very clear as day bearish divergence. And I'm saying that on purpose because in the last few weeks, when we made highs and lows, we have not really seen a very clear bearish or bullish divergence, but we could be setting up for something like that, because as you can see, this really now looks like a very nice bearish divergence. We constantly see that the momentum waves are creating lower highs. Money flow is still pretty thick though, but if this would roll over as well in the next couple hours, that actually would be super nice. And also today it's Thursday. For the regular stock markets, usually the weekly high is in on Wednesday, but not for BTC. So I could imagine that we do something like this where we are going higher. That will then be our weekly high made on Thursday. Then we go lower, and then on Friday we zigzag a little bit, and eventually maybe the next week we roll over. That will be very nice. Then also you're leaving all of this intact, so we're not taking that out, but we are taking out all of these highs that we haven't taken out yet. So that actually would be a very nice scenario. Would I long something in case we are going lower from here? Yes, but I would be careful because, like I said, this is filled now with liquidity, with early longers. So if you want to long somewhere here, what actually would be nice, because then you leave this intact, you need to be careful, because you need to put stop loss right underneath there or underneath these lows if you want to be safe. But there's a big chance that we can just waterfall down, take all of this liquidity, and then maybe just create a lower high and not really a higher high. So that could be another scenario to long from here. But if you do so, treat it as a scalp, because like I said, you're taking out all of these lows. You're probably going to create then a real macro lower low, and then you can look for your lower high to eventually take it to lower levels. Like I said, I prefer first to go higher to then to go lower, but if we go lower first, I'm not really looking for a new higher high. I will be looking for a new lower high to then eventually take it down. That will be it for now. If you like the content, please do me a favor, guys. Like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share the video with your friends if you think this is useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You find those links in the description. Without further ado, see you in the next one. Bye bye.